So, can a book really make you wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning? Let's find the answer. So, after spending 3 months with the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, I finally have an answer. So, if you have a plan about reading this book, or if you have ever wondered whether waking up at 5 a.m. Can really make you successful, keep watching this video until the end because I'm gonna reveal the answer. But this answer wasn't that I expected from the beginning. Before I start, I need to be perfectly honest. This book was hard. And I am not saying this as someone who struggles with English. I'm an English teacher, so it is really difficult for me to read this book. Even sometimes I had to reread the sentences again and again in order to catch what the author actually meant. The language is really difficult at times, and the writing style is very mysterious, descriptive, and it's kind of novel. It's not like self-help book, typical self-help book, but it's more of a novel. Usually, personal growth books speak directly to the reader that tell you what to do, how to think, how to improve your life. But this book doesn't work like that. Instead, the entire story happens through the conversations among three characters, and you constantly have to pay attention what they are going to say in order to catch the meaning, the purpose of the author, let's say. And at first, it felt really weird. But after a while, I actually get used to that style. Although I'm not gonna lie, the letters were so tiny that even make the process more slow and slower. And that's why it took me almost 3 months to finish this book. Of course, I have a little breaks between anyway, but this book, finishing this book felt like an achievement. Yeah. So now, one thing I absolutely mentioned that Robin Sharma is an incredibly successful writer. As you know, he has written many best-selling books, like The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, The Leader Who Had No Title, or Who Is Gonna Cry If You Die, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I'm gonna put them here and here. And honestly, after reading this one, I decided to give a chance to The Monk Who Sold his Ferrari. Now, let me show you something. As you can see, I have placed a lot of post-its through this book because there were so many quotes that genuinely made me stop and think. And whenever I finish this book, generally, whenever I finish a book, I put my favorite quotes and write them down into my notebook. And there are some quotes in this book. I mean, this book gave me a lot of them. So, for example, let me give one example. If you plan on being anything less than who you are capable of being, you will probably be unhappy all days of your life. And so it says, and it really hit me hard. If everything seems under control, it means that you are not fast enough. Yeah. And this one. So you can't win the game that you didn't play. That's great. So there are so many lines in this book that the author is directly calling you out and forcing you to wake up early to get more things done. This book constantly pushes you to work harder, become more disciplined, and stop living like everyone else. One of my favorite ideas from this book is that it's saying the truest richness isn't about money. It comes from being productive, self-discipline, honesty, empathy or integrity, and having the courage to change your life and change the direction of your life instead of following society. And honestly, I really loved this message. But now let's talk about something important. Would I recommend this book to anyone else? Not really, because if you don't enjoy personal growth books, this book will probably feel exhausting to you. If your English level is not enough yet, I honestly recommend reading it in your native language first, because the vocabulary and the sentence structures can be very challenging for you. I genuinely think this book was written mostly for native English speakers. But if you are ambitious, if you are passionate about your goals, if you genuinely want to improve your life and mindset, then yes, give this book a chance. Now, finally, let's answer the biggest question. Did this book actually make me wake up at 5 a.m.? Unfortunately, no. Well, I still struggle with waking up that early, but I try to wake up before sunrise. But honestly, the earliest I wake up is 8 a.m., let's say. But this book absolutely convinced me the power of waking up early. It explains very logically waking up early can can completely change your productivity, focus, and even your mindset because it provides you with reasonable evidences. This book basically argues of staying awake. I mean, this book is against staying awake at night. It is much better to wake up early while the world is still quiet. And honestly, that idea makes me so much sense now. I'm not going to spoil the book because I would like you to experience this book at first hand. So yeah, that was my honest experience about the 5 a.m. club. If you have already read it, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested in your ideas and comments, reviews, let's say. And if you want me to review any other book, please don't hesitate to recommend any of them. Thank you for watching this video until the end. See you in the next video. Goodbye for now.